From treacherous mountain Huashan to the death road in Bolivia, these adrenaline-pumping destinations push the limits of human endurance. While promising unforgettable experiences, they harbor deadly risks that have claimed lives.
So we go in with an agreement that if we're killed on the mountain, we'll stay there.
Join us as we explore the world's most perilous tourist hotspots, where natural hazards, extreme conditions, and human folly converge to create thrilling yet potentially fatal adventures.
A rush of hikers risking citations and hazards to get in one last climb of the Stairway to Heaven.
Discover why these sites continue to lure daredevils and unsuspecting travelers alike, despite their notorious reputations. Number 18. Mount Huashan. The ultimate thrill-seeker's paradise in China is Mount Huashan. One of China's 5 great mountains, Mount Huashan is located in Shanxi Province, approximately 75 miles east of Xi'an. But forget about peaceful pilgrimages. This mountain is all about pushing your limits. The star of the show? The infamous plank walk. Imagine a narrow wooden walkway that is fastened to the edge of a precipitous cliff. Its width is barely larger than your feet, not to mention that it is thousands of feet above the earth. The shocking thing is, though, that was only the warm-up act. The real test comes when you reach the infamous heavenly stairs. These near-vertical steps carved into the mountainside will have you questioning your life choices real quick. For centuries, Mount Huashan has been a sacred Taoist site. Pilgrims have been braving these treacherous paths for spiritual enlightenment. These days, though, it's more about the adrenaline rush and bragging rights. Safety measures have improved in recent years, with harnesses now available for the plank walk. But make no mistake, this is still one of the most dangerous hikes in the world. It's estimated that the mountain claims about 100 lives each year. In today's Top Finds, we will take you to an adrenaline-pumping ride through some of the most exciting places you can visit. It is said that soon thrill-seekers will be able to spend a night on a platform that will surely be more exciting than your average hotels. By 2029, this new destination for adrenaline junkies will be open for reservations. So, prepare yourself for some of the most exciting and heart-pounding places that will leave you speechless. Number 17. Death Valley. Ever wondered what it feels like to step onto another planet? Here on Earth, in Death Valley, California, you have found your very own piece of Mars. This scorching desert basin isn't just hot. It's literally trying to cook you alive. The highest air temperature ever recorded on Earth is found in Death Valley, which is tucked between the Mojave and the Great Basin Desert. That is a scorching 134 degrees Fahrenheit. This place is a geographic freak show. You've got Badwater Basin, the lowest point in North America at 282 feet below sea level. Then there's the mysterious Racetrack Playa, where rocks seem to move on their own, leaving trails behind them. Despite its name and reputation, Death Valley is alive with surprises. Spring can bring explosive wildflower blooms, transforming the barren landscape into a colorful carpet. And yes, there are creatures that call this inferno home. From bighorn sheep to the endangered devil's hole pupfish, which lives in 93 degrees Fahrenheit water its entire life. But make no mistake, Death Valley earned its grim moniker. Early pioneers perished here, and even today, it claims lives. Unprepared visitors can quickly succumb to heat stroke, dehydration, or simply getting lost in this vast, unforgiving terrain. Number 16. Hiking Trolltunga. Forget your average Sunday stroll. Trolltunga is where hikers go to flirt with destiny. This 28-kilometer round trip from Norway is not your typical walk in the park. It will make your legs scream and your Instagram followers salivate. Trolltunga, or Troll's Tongue in English, is a sliver of rock jutting out 700 meters above Lake Ringadalsvatnet. It's the perfect spot for a photo, if you can stomach the height and the hair-raising drop. The shocking thing is that getting there is only half the fight. The hike begins in Skegadal and ascends more than 1,000 meters. We're talking steep ascents, rocky terrain, and weather that changes faster than a chameleon on a disco floor. Hiking Trolltunga takes 10 to 12 hours to complete. That's right, you could fly from New York to London in less time than it takes to conquer Trolltunga. Every year, rescue teams have to save hikers who've bitten off more than they can chew. Some have even paid the ultimate price, falling from the cliff edge. In recent years, Norwegian authorities have stepped up their game, improving the trail and adding a Via Ferrata route for an even more heart-pounding experience. But make no mistake, this hike demands respect. Number 15. Devil's Pool, Victoria Falls. Ever wanted to swim on the edge of the world's largest waterfall? You can genuinely hang off the edge of Victoria Falls at Devil's Pool. This is nature's greatest thrill ride. It is not your typical infinity pool. The natural rock pool, known as Devil's Pool, is situated on the Zambian side of the Victoria Falls, directly across the Zimbabwean border. It is formed during the dry season, which usually lasts from mid-August to mid-January. This small area of placid water appears inches from a 350-foot drop when the flow of the Zambezi River is sufficiently low. The journey begins with a boat ride to Livingston Island, so called in honor of the renowned explorer who made the initial discovery of the falls. After that, you will go on a guided swim in the Zambezi River, yes, the same river that crocodiles and hippos call home. But fear not, your guides are skilled at dodging the local fauna. Once you reach Devil's Pool, you're in for the experience of a lifetime. The rock lip forms a natural barrier, allowing you to peek over the edge of the falls without being swept away. The brave can lie on their stomachs and lean over the edge, gazing down the thundering curtain of water known locally as the smoke that thunders. But here's the catch. One wrong move and you're taking an express ride down Victoria Falls. While fatalities are rare, they have happened. Number 14. Stairway to Heaven Hawaii Hike. Your grandmother's step aerobics class is not the Stairway to Heaven in Hawaii. This is 3,022 steps of pure adrenaline, perspiration, and breathtaking scenery. Also known as the Haiku Stairs, this trail on Oahu is the ultimate forbidden fruit for hikers. Built during World War II as a secret military installation, it's now officially closed to the public. But that doesn't stop thousands of thrill seekers from attempting the climb each year. The stairs zigzag up the steep Ko'olau mountain range, offering panoramic views that'll make your Instagram followers weep with envy. On a clear day, you can see all the way to Honolulu. We're talking about a near vertical ascent that'll have your legs burning and your lungs screaming for mercy. The stairs are old, rusty, and in some places barely clinging to the mountainside. But the danger isn't just physical. Local residents are fed up with trespassers, and police have been known to hand out hefty fines. Some unlucky hikers have even found their cars towed when they return from their adventure. So why do people risk it? Because it's the closest you'll get to climbing into heaven without actually kicking the bucket. The sunrise from the top is said to be life-changing, if you can make it there without getting caught or breaking an ankle. Number 13. Death Road. We are going to go on a ride down Bolivia's notorious Death Road, which is 64 kilometers of pure, unadulterated adrenaline that will make you second-guess both your life decisions and your travel insurance coverage. The North Yungas Road, as it was officially named, gained its ominous moniker through the traditional means of taking lives. In its prime, there were between 200 and 300 fatalities annually. This road starts at an astounding 4,700 meters above sea level in La Paz and descends 3,500 meters into the Amazon rainforest. It will not take you long to go from freezing to perspiring profusely. The road itself? Imagine a single-lane dirt track with sheer drops up to 600 meters on one side, carved into the side of a mountain. Not to mention that there are no guardrails. But wait, there's more. Throw in hairpin turns, waterfalls cascading across the road, and the occasional oncoming vehicle, and you've got yourself a recipe for white-knuckle terror. Despite its deadly reputation, or perhaps because of it, Death Road has become a major tourist attraction. About 25,000 adrenaline junkies tackle it each year, mostly on mountain bikes. It's like extreme sports met Russian roulette and had a baby. Number 12. Yosemite National Park. Think Yosemite's just another walk in the park? This California wonderland is Mother Nature's ultimate playground and her most treacherous obstacle course. While El Capitan and Half Dome offer picture-perfect views, Yosemite has a wild side that will make your typical theme park seem like a kiddie pool. This is a place where danger and beauty dance to deadly effect. Let's start with the waterfalls. Yosemite Falls is a 2,425-foot cascade of raw power. Sounds pretty, right? Well, try standing too close when the wind picks up. Then there's Half Dome, the park's iconic peak. Each year, thousands attempt the grueling 14 to 16-hour round-trip hike to its summit. The final stretch? A near-vertical climb up cable ladders. One slip and you're history. Yosemite has rivers that can carry you away before you can say help. Bears that are not as cute as they seem, and falling rocks that could leave you with a headache that never goes away. In 2021, a 75-foot tree fell, tragically killing a park employee in their tent. Nature doesn't play favorites here, yet despite these dangers, Yosemite draws millions of visitors each year. Number 11. El Caminito del Rey. Ready to walk in the footsteps of royalty? Well, buckle up, because El Caminito del Rey isn't your average red carpet stroll. This Spanish phenomenon, known as one of the world's most hazardous walkways, is the queen of exhilarating hikes. El Caminito del Rey, also known as the King's Little Pathway, is a secret trail in the southern Spanish province of Malaga that was given its royal moniker when King Alfonso XIII strolled past it in 1921. But don't let the little fool you. This path packs a big punch of pure adrenaline. Just picture a walkway that is as wide as your shoulders, pinned to the sheer rock faces of the El Chorro Gorge. With only a few planks, a harness separating you, and a very long drop, you are suspended 100 meters above the roaring Guadalhorce River. The original path, built in 1905 for workers at the nearby hydroelectric plants, fell into disrepair, becoming a magnet for thrill seekers and tragically claiming several lives. It was dubbed the most dangerous pathway in the world, and not in a fun, marketable way. The 7.7 kilometers route takes you through stunning gorges, over vertigo-inducing bridges, and past breathtaking views of the Andalusian landscape. You'll cross the infamous Balconcillo de los Gaitanes, a boardwalk clinging to the vertical cliff where you can literally touch the rock face on one side while gazing into the abyss on the other. Number 10. Trift Bridge. We are going to take a wild ride on Switzerland's Trift Bridge, which is not your typical Sunday stroll beside a bubbling brook. Instead, it is a nail-biting experience that will make you wonder if you really love Swiss engineering after all. The Trift Bridge is a 170-meter-long suspension bridge, accessible only by foot, that hangs a startling 100 meters above the Trift Glacier in the heart of the Swiss Alps. That's right, you're walking on air above a massive river of ice. Getting there is half the fun. You'll start with a cable car ride that'll make your stomach drop, followed by a hearty hike. By the time you reach the bridge, you'll be wondering if you should have just stayed home. This bridge isn't your sturdy, doesn't move an inch type of structure. With every step, every gust of wind, you'll feel the bridge moving beneath your feet. It's like walking on a giant, very high-up trampoline. The current bridge, built in 2009, replaced an even narrower one and includes high-sided guardrails. But don't let that fool you into a false sense of security. One look down through the metal grating at your feet to the glacier below, and you'll be channeling your inner mountain goat real quick. Number 9. Mountain Everest. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the granddaddy of all mountains, Everest. This isn't just a hill with delusions of grandeur, it's 29,031.7 feet of I dare you thrust into the sky. Straddling the border of Nepal and Tibet, Everest is nature's ultimate middle finger to human limitations. Which peak is the highest above sea level? The death zone above 26,000 feet is where your body literally starts to die. However, the brochure omits the following information. Everest is a cruel mistress who has taken more than 300 lives so far. The journey starts in Everest Base Camp, a tent city at 17,600 feet that makes your college dorm look like a 5-star hotel. From there, it's a 6 to 8 week dance with death. You'll navigate the treacherous Khumbu Icefall, a frozen waterfall that's constantly shifting and ready to collapse. Then there's the Lhotse Face, a wall of ice steeper than your credit card bill after booking this trip. As you ascend, your body starts to rebel. The air gets so thin that your brain swells, your lungs fill with fluid, and you start making decisions about as sound as choosing to climb Everest in the first place. And let's not forget the charming possibility of sudden storms, avalanches, or simply falling into a hidden crevice. The pinnacle of this miserable circus is the summit push. In the death zone, where even the most skilled athletes turn into shambling zombies, you will spend 20 hours. And what happens if you do not leave the peak in time? You might just become one of the frozen landmarks climbers use to navigate. Number 8. Kokoda and Black Cat Trails. Welcome to Papua New Guinea's Kokoda and Black Cat Trails, where history buffs meet hardcore hikers in a jungle adventure that'll make your average nature walk look like a stroll through Central Park. First up, the Kokoda Trail. 60 miles of pure, unadulterated challenge that'll have you questioning your life choices and your fitness level. This isn't just a hike, it's a time machine that plunges you into the heart of World War II's Pacific Theater. Australian and Japanese forces duked it out here in 1942, and now you get to retrace their footsteps. The trail meanders through thick jungle, crosses rushing rivers, and crosses jagged mountain ridges. You'll be trudging through mud so thick it could swallow your boots, scaling near vertical climbs, and battling humidity that'll have you sweating buckets. If Kokoda doesn't satisfy your thirst for adventure, there's the Black Cat Trail. This 40-mile beast makes Kokoda look like a walk in the park. It's steeper, more remote, and far less traveled. You'll be hacking your way through overgrown jungle, crossing rickety log bridges, and praying you don't twist an ankle in the middle of nowhere. Both trails offer a cocktail of dangers, from tropical diseases and venomous critters to extreme weather and treacherous terrain. And let's not forget the very real risk of robbery in some areas. It's like Mother Nature and human unpredictability joined forces to create the ultimate survivor challenge. So why subject yourself to this green hell? Because these trails offer something you can't get anywhere else. A profound connection to history, breathtaking natural beauty, and the chance to push yourself to the absolute limit. Number 7. Mont Blanc Mountain. The ultimate climbing challenge in Western Europe and the jewel in the Alps is Mont Blanc. Not just a hill you conquer on your lunch break, this is 15,774 feet of pure, unforgiving mountain climbing. It's a beast that's claimed more lives than any other mountain in Europe. Straddling the border between France and Italy like a massive icy referee, Mont Blanc has been the playground of mountaineers, thrill seekers, and those with a death wish since the late 18th century. But don't let its popularity fool you. This mountain has a mean streak a mile wide and 3 miles high. The White Mountain lives up to its name with treacherous glaciers, hidden crevasses, and weather that changes faster than a toddler's mood. One minute you're basking in alpine sunshine, and the next you're battling a blizzard that would make Santa Claus think twice. Mont Blanc's deadliest feature might just be its reputation for being easy. Each year, thousands of climbers, many woefully unprepared, attempt to scale its slopes. The result? An average of 100 deaths annually. The dangers? Let's count them off. There's altitude sickness that'll have you gasping like a fish out of water, avalanches can sweep you off the mountain, and let's not forget the infamous Death Couloir, a gully so prone to rockfalls that it's like nature's own game of deadly dodgeball. Number 6. Jacob's Well. We are entering Texas's very own underworld portal, Jacob's Well. This is Mother Nature's ultimate version of truth or dare. This is not your typical swimming hole. Nestled in the heart of Texas hill country, just northwest of Wimberley, Jacob's Well looks innocent enough. A crystal clear spring is bubbling up from the bed of Cypress Creek, inviting you to take a refreshing dip. But don't let its serene surface fool you. This watery wonder has a dark side that's claimed more than a few lives. At first glance, you might think it's just a deep pool, but peer into its depths and you'll see why adrenaline junkies can't resist its siren call. The well plunges 30 feet straight down before opening into a complex network of underwater caves. Here's where it gets dicey. Those caves, they're pitch black, narrow, and twisting. One wrong turn and you could find yourself lost in an underwater maze with no way out. Did we mention the false exits? Yeah, some passages look like they lead to the surface, but actually dead end. Over the years, Jacob's Well has earned a reputation as one of the most dangerous diving spots in Texas. It's swallowed up at least 8 divers, with some bodies never recovered. It's a good decision to keep a few permanent residents. Number 5. Grand Canyon National Park. Not only is Grand Canyon National Park in Arizona a magnificent sight, but it is also a massive chasm that the Colorado River carved out over millions of years, revealing a nearly 2 billion-year geological history. One of the most breathtaking sights on Earth, the canyon is 277 miles long and more than a mile deep. This is due to its sheer scale. But don't let the beauty fool you. The Grand Canyon is also fraught with danger. Its sheer cliffs, unpredictable weather, and challenging terrain have led to numerous accidents over the years. Hiking into the canyon, especially on trails like the Bright Angel or the South Kaibab, requires careful preparation and respect for nature. The combination of steep drop-offs, intense heat, and the sheer physical exertion needed for such treks can quickly turn a dream hike into a dangerous ordeal. Among the popular viewpoints, Mather Point provides some of the most iconic views, but visitors must be cautious, as the edge can be perilously close to the overlook. Yavapai Observation Station offers panoramic views and interesting geological exhibits, but the high elevation can be a challenge for those unaccustomed to thin air. Mary Coulter's architectural marvels, including the Desert View Watchtower and Lookout Studio, blend beautifully with the landscape but are perched close to dramatic drop-offs. Lipan Point is another must-see, offering sweeping views of the canyon and the Colorado River. However, the vast expanse and the canyon's depth can be disorienting and, in some cases, dizzying. Sunrise and sunset views from this vantage point are stunning, but come with the risks of low-light conditions and increased visitor traffic. Number 4. The Danakil Desert. The Danakil Desert is an incredible region that spans northeastern Ethiopia, southern Eritrea, and northwest Djibouti. It is located in the center of one of the hottest regions on Earth. This desert, which is renowned for its intense heat and treacherous terrain, is a component of the Afar Triangle, a geological wonder formed by the tectonic activity of 3 converging plates. The Danakil Desert, which covers an area of over 1.6 million square kilometers, is well known for its harsh environment. Temperatures here can soar to a blistering 125 degrees Fahrenheit, making it one of the hottest inhabited places on the planet. The region's landscape is dominated by sulfur springs, lava lakes, and salt flats, creating a surreal, almost alien environment. The Danakil is not just inhospitable due to its heat. The volcanic activity in the area is a constant threat. The Erta Ale volcano, one of the most active in the world, features a persistently bubbling lava lake that offers a fiery spectacle but poses severe risks to those who venture too close. The area's seismic instability means eruptions and earthquakes are a real danger for locals and visitors alike. Salt mining is a crucial activity in this harsh environment, carried out by the resilient Afar people. These salt miners brave the extreme temperatures and the challenging terrain to extract salt, which is a vital resource for their survival and trade. The desert's beauty is as harsh as it is stunning, making it a place where nature's raw power and extremes are on full display. Number 3. Cave of Swallows. Nestled deep within the state of San Luis Potosi, Mexico, the Cave of Swallows, also referred to as the Cueva de las Golondrinas locally, inspires both wonder and fear. This colossal open-air pit cave, located in the municipality of Aquismon, is one of the largest of its kind in the world, and it's as dangerous as it is spectacular. The cave's enormous elliptical entrance, measuring 49 by 62 meters, is immediately apparent. Its perimeter is undercut, producing a striking overhang that leads to a large, expansive space that is approximately 303 by 135 meters. The sheer size of the cave can be daunting, but what really draws attention and presents serious risks is its sheer vertical drop. Descending nearly 500 feet to the cave's floor, the Cave of Swallows is a prime destination for base jumpers and rappellers. Every year, adventurers flock here to experience the thrill of leaping from the edge or descending into the cavern, but the risks are substantial. The cave's sheer walls and unpredictable weather conditions can turn a daring adventure into a perilous situation. High winds and sudden changes in weather can make jumps and climbs incredibly dangerous. The cave's name comes from the swarms of swallows that nest in its high, shadowy recesses, adding a touch of natural beauty to the imposing geology. These birds, along with other cave-dwelling creatures, make the Cave of Swallows a fascinating spot for those interested in wildlife and natural history. Number 2. Snake Island. Ilha da Queimada Grande, or more terrifyingly, Snake Island, is a small island nestled in the Atlantic Ocean not far off the coast of Brazil. Part of the Itanhaém municipality in São Paulo, this eerie and remote island has earned its terrifying reputation from the astounding number of venomous snakes that call it home. Snake Island's claim to infamy stems from its population of the golden lancehead pit viper, one of the most dangerous snakes in the world. The island is teeming with these reptiles, and estimates suggest there could be between 2,000 and 4,000 of them slithering across its 43-hectare expanse. The golden lancehead's venom is so potent that it can cause severe hemorrhaging and even death, making any accidental encounter potentially fatal. Adding to the island's mystique is its inaccessibility. The Brazilian government strictly controls access to the island, primarily to protect both the snakes and potential visitors. The only people who are allowed to step foot on Snake Island are scientists conducting research. This restriction helps maintain the delicate balance of the island's ecosystem and ensures that the golden lanceheads remain undisturbed. The island's dense vegetation and rocky terrain only add to the danger, making navigation treacherous even without the presence of venomous snakes. The isolation and hazardous environment contribute to the island's aura of danger, making it one of the most perilous places a person could venture. Number 1. Precipice Trail. One of the most exhilarating hiking experiences in the country can be found on the Precipice Trail, which is perched on the craggy cliffs of Champlain Mountain in Acadia National Park. This trail is well known for its thrilling exposure and steep ascent, and it is located approximately 1 mile north of Sand Beach and the Beehive. The Precipice Trail takes hikers up the sheer eastern face of Champlain Mountain, the 6th tallest peak in Acadia. Unlike typical hiking paths, this route feels more like a via ferrata, a type of climbing route equipped with iron rungs, ladders, and handrails. These aids are crucial as they help hikers navigate through the more treacherous and vertical sections of the trail. A sequence of difficult features awaits you as you ascend the Precipice Trail: narrow ledges, sheer rock faces, and metal ladders that cling to the cliffside. While they offer a brief reprieve, wooden bridges can be just as intimidating due to their high altitude. Every step demands focus and a steady hand, making it a thrilling test of both physical endurance and mental fortitude. The trail's blend of breathtaking views and heart-pounding climbs makes it a magnet for adventure seekers. While it rewards with unparalleled vistas of Acadia's coastline and the surrounding mountains, it also poses significant risks. We are coming to an end here today. Thanks for watching, and for such top-listing videos, subscribe to our channel.